What unites most clinicians, theorists, and existential philosophers is the recognition and acceptance of the importance and impact of fear and anxiety on the person. However, as far as I know, no one except for Dr. Reuven Bar-Levav utilized the concept of the fear of non-being as a working psychological clinical construct expressing the real palpable experience of every person's life. For Dr. Bar-Levav, this existential philosophical construct does not remain in the realm of the abstract. He used the fear of non-being as the main construct to structure a unified theory of human motivation and behavior and to develop a functioning, comprehensive therapeutic system to treat depression. For Dr. Bar-Levav, the fear of non-being is the main motivator in human behavior. And we at the Institute for Individual and Group Psychotherapy believe that fear is the quintessential force shaping human personality and behavior. It is registered in the physiology of every person, and from the moment of birth, the infant experiences the fear of non-being. As soon as the infant begins to experience and sense externality, the fear of non-being begins to differentiate and to delineate into the fear of abandonment and then later on into the fear of engulfment. The earliest attempts by the infant to discriminate externality from internal processes are the roots of the differentiation and delineation of the fear of abandonment and the fear of engulfment from the fear of non-being. In a real sense, the development of the fear of abandonment and the fear of engulfment are the earliest formation of defensive adaptations to the fear of non-being. No individual can manage and survive the direct, continued re-experiencing of the original panic and dread of non-being. The existential philosopher Tillich said, for example, that it is impossible for a finite being to stand naked anxiety for more than a flash of time. A person can only experience and survive the presence of the fear of abandonment and the fear of engulfment. That's all, not the fear of non-being. Therefore, successful defensive adaptations to the fear of abandonment and the fear of engulfment are immediate and lasting, and they are both physiological and psychological. Both fears coexist in every person throughout life. Since the fear of abandonment and the fear of engulfment develop very early in life, close in time to each other, and in relation to the original caretaker, it is sometimes difficult to differentiate between them. However, in each person, one type of fear dominates. The organization and clustering of lifestyle adaptations and patterns around a dominant fear differentiate a person, on the one side, whose lifestyle adaptations are organized around the fear of abandonment, from a person who, on the other side, life's adaptations are clustered around the fear of engulfment. In adult life, the fear of abandonment and the fear of engulfment often do not appear in pure form. When the fear of engulfment and the fear of abandonment are expressed in interpersonal relationships and in adult lifestyles, they are difficult to separate, isolate, and distinguish. And highly developed, psychologically mature individuals utilize very sophisticated defense strategies to manage and hide their fears, which sometimes, nonetheless, adversely affect their daily life. And people, when they come to psychotherapy, try to help themselves deal with the problems in living by their adaptive lifestyle adaptations, their adaptations to the fear of abandonment and the fear of engulfment.